Welcome to another episode of Beauty After Dark. I'm your host, Crystal West, and today we have a mighty business mogul, Dallas Holland-Mims.
Hey,
And
hey
today
everybody.
she is going to talk about devastation after the tornado that included her businesses and how she is just still shining to this
Yeah,
day.
call trying.
Yeah. So before we get started, one of our sponsors is 801 Fish. They will provide you with the gift card. So have you
Thank
been
you very much.
lately?
I haven't been lately. I
Okay.
haven't. I've been a little mad at them. No, it wasn't 801 fish. Never mind. I want
Okay.
the crab fried rice. So I haven't been lately. So I'm excited about getting the crab fried
Okay.
rice.
Well,
So
enjoy.
thank you so
Have
much.
some for me too.
Thank you.
And our other sponsor is Blooming Box. They provided this beautiful floral arrangement. Have you ever got
Beautiful.
flowers from
I
them?
have not. That
Oh,
is
they
beautiful. I'm a
are.
flower girl. So
Yeah.
that's
Check
beautiful.
them out, Dallas,
Okay.
because they never ever disappoint.
They don't miss.
All right.
Okay.
So then I also have an icebreaker question for you.
Go ahead.
You ready?
Give
Okay.
it to me.
So what's a small daily ritual that brings you joy?
Small daily ritual. Prayer.
Okay.
Prayer. I have to kick my day off with prayer.
Yeah.
And it might not be. It's not like Father God on my knees, and
Yeah.
it's just a brief conversation with myself and God to get my day started.
Okay.
So command my day, and that's it.
So recently I learned the difference, and I know it sounds crazy, between commanding and demanding.
Yeah.
So when you just said that, it's like, okay, God, you
Yep.
telling me something
Yep.
right now. So,
Yep.
okay. And then lastly, what is something that no one would know about you just by looking at you?
I'm so silly. I'm very very silly, and I'm a crybaby.
Are you
Oh my
really?
God, I'm a crybaby. I am. I'm really silly. I'm a crybaby, and I might be a little too emotional.
Really? This
Yeah,
is definitely, this
yeah.
is a
Oh
very
yeah.
good answer,
Oh
because I
yeah.
knew you were silly, but the crybaby.
Yeah, I'm a crybaby, and I'm a little too emotional.
Okay.
So I kind of, and I'm getting a lot better.
Okay.
I'm getting talk to my sister slash BFF Nicole, like toughen up, da 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 da. But I think I'm getting a lot better. And I love to cook. I cook all the, well, you know that.
Yes.
You know
Yes.
that. So a
Yes.
lot of people, it's weird because one of the guys who run an office in my building yesterday, he said, "Who made the pasta?" And I said, "I did." And the whole room shifted to me, almost like, "Wait, you cook?"
Right.
I'm like, "Yes, I'm
Like,
totally
first of
Chef
all,
Boyardee
yeah.
Dallas. Yes,
Yes,
I
I like
cook.
that. Chef
I
Boyer
like cooking.
Dallas.
I
Yes.
love cooking,
Yes. And your
and
food is good.
I think I have a good product.
Yes.
So
Yes, you do. Okay. And I cannot imagine you calling Nikki, like, y'all don't be laughing, because y'all both are like equally silly.
well,
So
she's way funnier than me, and people wouldn't know that about her. So when you have her on the show,
yeah.
yeah, people would know I mean, hilarious. Like
That's what
her
I'm saying. So
sister,
when y'all calling each other, do it be like, okay, be for real.
yeah,
Let's
yeah. Oh yeah, it's totally like that.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's totally like that. Or
Okay.
we'll sit on the phone and probably laugh for like the first 6 minutes of the conversation, just
Mhm.
and no, come on, I'm trying to tell you something,
Yeah.
and we just keep laughing. So
Okay. This
yeah,
is good. It's good to have good friends.
laughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get started. I want to start by first you telling our audience, for people who don't know you,
Hmm.
who is Dallas Holland-Mims?
Oh sure, I Dallas Holland-Mims. The Mims is new. Just
Yes.
added that last
Yes.
year. Just got it.
Congratulations. It's been a year, right?
And so I am a mother
hmm
to my bouncing baby, 16-year-old Austin, who is a major little mini mogul of his own.
Yes.
I am a bonus slash step slash, what is my stepson calls me? Gosh, she has the cutest name for me. I'll come back to that.
Okay.
But I am a step mom or a bonus mom to
Yeah.
3 additional boys, ages 12, 17, and 17, soon to be 18.
Yeah.
So I'm a bonus mom. I am I'm a church girl. I love the Lord. I'm a church girl.
Amen.
Have been my whole life, but I have fun. So
Yes.
ain't no faking in me. Um, I am an entrepreneur.
That
I'm
you
a
are.
serial entrepreneur. I am a business builder.
Mhm.
I am a um, family girl. I
Mhm.
am the intercessor in my family.
Mhm.
When it's time for the holidays, it's at my house.
Yeah.
And I'm a friend. I'm a good friend.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a friend, and that's about it.
Okay. So now that you guys know that, let's get back on your businesses. So you
Okay.
had 5 businesses on Delmore, right?
Yes.
Okay. So back in May, for the people that are not in St. Louis, we had a tornado that I don't know if anybody took it serious at the time.
Oh,
I
absolutely
was
not.
driving in
Yeah.
it and I was like, I gotta get home. And
Yeah.
then once I got home and I seen the devastation, I was like, oh, whoa, we had a
This was big.
tornado.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So can you take us back
Absolutely.
to that day?
Absolutely. Started off an amazing day, a great day. I'd
Mhm.
actually had a meeting with Job Corps,
Okay.
with the big COO of Job Corps in Frontenac.
Mhm.
We were penning a contract for me to put my classes in Job Corps.
Mhm.
And so he and I were meeting. We leave out the meeting, and I'm like, oh, it's raining pretty bad. And so I said, I'm going to pull in the garage in Frontenac to keep my car from getting hail damage,
Right.
because I knew it was hailing. I had gotten a few messages saying it was hailing in certain areas. So I said, I'll just park here until it subsides, and then I'll leave.
Mhm.
So I pull in the garage, and the thing about that drive in the garage was really, really, really different. I remember pulling in the garage and noticing it being completely packed. So I'm like, either everybody has the same idea as me or
Right.
something's really going on.
Yeah.
And so what I realized is they had vacated the mall and told everybody to go to the garage. And so just looking around and, in this moment, thinking back to that day, I was like, oh my God, I should have known that it was something big.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
my sister, she was a manager at the restaurant, and she called me and said, hey, are you okay? Because I'm now at this point, everything subsided or seems to have subsided.
Right.
So I'm about to try and get out of the garage, which was really packed.
Mhm.
And so she called and she's like, are you okay? I said, I'm fine, in the garage, blah, 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 blah. And she just bust out crying. She said, there's been a tornado. The windows all came in. People were hurt. And it's just, she said, it's really, really, really bad.
Mhm.
And so I'm like, at the restaurant? She's like, yes, it's really bad. And so I said, I'm on my way. And so immediately she said, you might not want to come to the restaurant. So my son goes to school in Ladue, so I'm in Frontenac. So I said, I called him to check on him, and that was his dad's day to pick him up. But things were so bad. I said, just let your dad know I'll pick you up since I'm on my way to the city. So I'm on my way to the city trying to get to the restaurant, take 40 to Kings Highway, stand still. So we're probably sitting in traffic for at least 25 to 30 minutes just trying to get from 40 to Delmar. And I'm getting calls, call after call, pure devastation. Everybody's yelling, screaming. And, I'm seeing at this point how bad it is because, of course, it went through Forest Park as well. So I pulled my car over at one point. Well, I'm still driving. And the moment I realized how bad it was me seeing 3 of my employees literally walking down down Kings Highway towards the hospital. And one of them had one of my servers, he had no shirt on and he was covered in blood. So that alone almost made me lose it. So the other 2 employees were just walking him to the hospital. So, I yell out the window. They said, we can't get through. We just had to walk. So he walks to the hospital. So I pulled my car over and heels because I had a meeting.
Right.
So my son and I decided to walk the rest of the way. And just the walk alone is a walk I'll never, ever forget.
I did not know you had to walk that. I mean, it makes sense, but wow.
It was pure panic, walking through just everybody who's driving in the area, everybody who's trying to get to and from wherever they were going. It was just devastating. So my son and I are walking, and I'm trying not to have a panic attack, So we finally make it to Delmar, and we see the devastation. We get to the restaurant, and my building is pretty much gone. It's pretty much gone. And I think my major concern was my employees and any customers that were in the restaurant at the time, because looking at my one employee walk down the street told a story to me that I don't think I was ready to face once I got to the restaurant. The blessing is the persons that were in the restaurant, they had injuries, but minor injuries. I got several calls from staff or from customers and people that were in the restaurant or in the neighborhood, just praising my staff. my
By
general
the way they
manager,
handled
Jerica,
it.
by the way that it
Yeah.
was handled, because they got everybody to safety. But walking to the restaurant, I almost couldn't get in because the whole entire roof falling, bricks all on the ground. And it was really, really, really bad. And I guess the worst part of it is, seeing the devastation in the restaurant. I just opened up an event center called Suite, which was in the
I
building.
remember that. Yeah.
And so it's like, oh my God, I just lost 2 businesses.
Yeah.
So my phone, of course, wouldn't stop ringing. And knowing where the restaurant is in comparison to where my offices were, I knew there had to be devastation there as well.
So
Just
you had
not
to
ready
walk
to.
down
So
there
I had
to see.
So once I,
Oh my goodness.
took a look, I stayed at the restaurant for a good while, not wanting to walk to the devastation of the other
I mean,
businesses.
because after seeing what you just saw, I would have been like, I'll deal with that later. I can't.
Yeah, definitely. So I finally, everybody's, we may have been laughing a little bit at this point. We were at the restaurant so long, just kind of, we trust God, we're going to figure this out. So now the staff, is walking down the street with me to the other businesses. So I'd been in that strip mall since 2012. And I've had about 6 different spaces in that strip mall. Got this one, moved into this one. This was bigger, flip flopped, whatever the case may be.
Right.
So at the time, I had Beyond Care Adult Daycare in the strip mall, Beyond Care Home Health Care, and Beyond EDU, which is my school. It took the last 2 spaces in the strip mall, so I pretty much had the whole corner.
Yeah.
All of it gone.
Wow.
Kicker is, with Beyond EDU, I just flip-flopped the spaces and got the new space completely renovated. And that Thursday, the day before the tornado, was literally the first day that I was able to sit at my desk in a new space and kind of take it all in. Because I'm like, okay, Monday, we're open for business in the new space. So I just completely renovated, took this space and added 3 classrooms to this particular space. So it was a full renovation. And Thursday was my first day sitting at my desk to enjoy it, and it was gone.
And then the next day. So how was that like processing, not losing just one business, but 5 businesses at one time?
It was definitely hard. It was definitely hard. It was, anybody that's human is like, why me? Why me? And it almost seemed like the tornado picked and chose what it wanted to devastate, and it totally wiped me out. Totally wiped me out business-wise.
So were you thinking, because to me, I would have been like, okay, God, you must, this is devastating, but for all of them to hit my businesses, like, something, you must be up to something. God got a sense of humor that is like none other.
He definitely does.
Okay.
And he does. And so that was, of course, my thought process. Like, come on now, God, all of my businesses. But I had to tell myself it was the foundation. It was just the foundation of my businesses, which is a big thing. It was not my businesses. It was the foundation. And so I think I probably laid in the bed for a week and cried and woe is me and, why, what next? And I thank God for my support system. Oh, that husband of mine.
Yeah.
That husband of mine. I mean, I don't know where he got all these people from. I don't know I didn't know he knew all these people to get the things that we could save out of the building. So, before I knew it, he had truck after truck after truck.
That's amazing. That's awesome, actually.
Just getting all of the items that we could save out of all of the spaces. The night of the tornado, so all of my family and friends, they made their way somehow, some way to the space. And so
I was definitely going to ask, what did that support look like? But clearly everybody, the community, everybody was.
The support alone was enough to keep me going. So on Fridays, we had Dakota and the Crew. That was the band that played on Fridays. So to look up once it was dark outside and see Dakota with flashlights coming to help. And he just started singing. So all my family and friends were singing. And it's dark outside. There's no lights on Del Mar at all. We literally sat outside until maybe 1:30 in the morning outside of this dark restaurant, deserted restaurant, no street lights, and sat out there and just sang. And laughed, and they were the inspiration behind the push that I needed.
And it was joyous. Like how some people like, well, you hear it always quoted like, I still got my joy.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I don't think some people really technically know, what that feels like or have ever experienced. Like you think that it's joy, but it's really happiness. That's
joy.
Joy.
And I'm glad you said that, because when I made a post about the devastation, which it took a while, those are my exact words. I named what I'd gone through, and I kept saying, but I still have my joy.
That's right.
But I still have my joy. I still have my joy. And to even hear other people talk to me about me in that moment, and to hear them say, but you didn't carry it like, it was that heavy.
No, you carried it very well. Just from the outside looking in,
right.
You carried it very, very well. Because I don't even know if I would have been posting on, or even bringing the public in. Like I don't even care what y'all think right now. Like I gotta process this.
The public was coming. They didn't let me sit down too long. They didn't let me, between.
Dallas. You are loved.
Oh gosh, I'm telling you, between businesses offering their spaces, restaurants saying, hey, you can put Beyond Sweet in here. Office people with offices that were available. Hey, you can move your offices in here like that. It didn't stop.
Awesome.
It didn't stop. So it was crazy. And so, like I said, I laid down for a week, and I was like, okay, time to get up. Time to get up. And so when I got up, I reached out to all the persons who'd reached out to me to try and assist me in relocating my businesses, and found a space. My ultimate goal before this happened was to get all of my businesses into one building. So I put a contract on a couple of buildings to purchase, and they fell through. Crazy thing. One of the buildings that I was very upset about not getting, the next day after the tornado, when I was finally able to drive down Delmar and make a left on Kings Highway, that building was on the ground. So, but God. Because that would have been a building that I would, if they would not have gone back and forth with me, that would have been my building on the ground. So that I would have had another devastation.
Oh, that would have been,
And so I just thank you, God. I trust you. And so,
he be working in the background.
Man, always.
And we don't even be knowing it.
And we don't know. We don't know, even today. So I ended up finding a building. And they're practically giving me this building. It was a little more expensive than what I've been paying, but they're like, hey, you can have it. And so it would have housed all of my businesses and additional space for me to add suites, which is what I wanted to do.
Right.
And so God told me, he said, look again. I was getting ready to sign a lease like that day. And I was like, let me sit back for a minute, because I'm rushing, because I feel like I have to stay on Delmar, Let me sit back. Went right online and started looking for another building just so I could weigh my options. Found one, made an appointment, met with them the next day, told the owner, the building was for sale, told the owner of the devastation. And so my cousin's with me, and she said, this man knows you. I was like, you think so? Know how he knows me. So I'm telling him about the devastation. We're walking through the building. This is definitely the building for me. Okay. And he said, Dallas, when you walk out of Beyond Sweet's door? I said, He said, you look straight ahead. He said, remember that carriage house that was right there a block over? I said, absolutely. He said, it's gone due to the tornado. He said, that's my house. He turned out to be the guy who helped me with my liquor license process on his street.
Oh,
so
wow.
this building is his property. So we're way across town. And another person he didn't lose his house, but his house was, heavily damaged.
Right.
So he was going through the same thing that I was going through. He was displaced. And he said, I'll let you take this building as long as you qualify for the purchase. And you can have it now. I qualified for the purchase. Of course, he wasn't rushing me to go ahead with the purchase. He was going to lease it to me while we went through the purchase. And I was able to move into that building. And not just that, put all of my businesses into the building.
Yeah.
Have suites available to lease out to other persons, which is what I was trying to do anyway.
Yeah.
And it's my own building. So just, you never know what God's up to. You
That
just
is
never
awesome.
know.
And when stuff don't be working out, I hope people are encouraged because, you
Yeah.
know, sometimes you get down. It's
Yeah.
like, oh my God, this is not working out for me. When God has something
Oh gosh.
so much better and so much greater, and
Yep.
you listen, like when you say no, he told you to go keep looking, but his calm, still voice,
Yep.
you heard it, you
I heard
listened, and you obeyed.
Yep.
Like, oh my God,
So
that's amazing.
so the building, I love it. You
Yeah.
know, I was able to bless my aunt and let her put her florist in there. I mean, the building is amazing. So I'm excited about the building, and I'm excited about what God has for me. The same gentleman
Yeah.
that owns the building that I'm purchasing around the corner. He said, I like coming out my back door and seeing Beyond Sweet, but you want a different space for your restaurant? And so he offered me another space, which is right here on Locust for another restaurant. So I'll be opening Donna, which is Asian Soul.
Okay, 'cause I saw you post it, but
Yeah.
I wasn't really familiar. I'm like, I don't know what she got up her sleeve, but I cannot
Yeah.
wait. So, okay, so it's
Donna,
gonna be Asian soul,
which is Asian Soul.
Okay.
And my 16-year-old came up with this whole concept, and it is amazing. So he came up with the name. Donna is my mom, who passed back in 2006.
Okay.
And so it'll be an Asian Soul restaurant. So
Okay.
we'll be down here on Locust, but we'll also be going back to Beyond Sweet once the rebuild is complete. So
Okay,
we'll
so
go,
Beyond Sweet will be
oh,
opening
yeah,
back up at that same location.
at the same location. So we'll have Beyond Sweet, and then we'll have Sweet. You know, we're just getting rebuilt.
Yeah.
So I think I just needed the time. So
Yeah, you
'cause
did.
I was
But
going-
I mean, look at you came
Yeah.
out on top.
going for
So did
oh,
any
yeah.
of this change your perspective on what success is?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, I always knew that you know, to be successful, you had to keep going, you had to keep working. But I look at it like this: to be successful, you got to know how to get knocked down and get right back up.
Yeah. And
Everybody's
that
not
time
built
it
that
takes
way.
to get back,
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, you
If
gotta
you-
be. You can't let it beat you up. You gotta get up and just. I only gave myself a week.
Yeah.
That wasn't normal for most people. You know what I mean? Trying to figure life out after losing all of your sources of income, and they halt.
Yeah.
Because you can't do business. You got to get right back up. You got to get up, keep smiling, keep going, keep thanking God, keep pushing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell us what beauty, outside of like, what was the main beautiful thing that you found, like when you were in that, maybe within that week of you giving yourself rest, and just thinking about everything that was going on. What beauty did you find in that?
The support.
Okay.
The support, not only from the persons who are around me, because these are the people who are around me. They love me, I love them. But to see the support of St. Louis and our community come together and say, hey, we love you, we got you. I got calls from people that I'm, you know, picking up the phone. I'm like, this is, you know, celebrity, this is, you know. So just seeing the people who were supporting me and, you know, hey, I know your story. Hey, I want to help you. How can I bless you? The quality of persons, the people, that was amazing.
Yeah.
So, and it's hard to go anywhere without people knowing who I am, you know, not just from the devastation, but from the devastation, you know, to people that are feeling for me, people that were praying for me, people that were praying with me.
Yeah.
So that definitely changed my perspective.
Okay. Well, do you have any last words? Well, actually, you got a book, right?
Me? A book? Oh,
yeah,
sure.
let's talk about it.
So let's talk about
Surprise,
my book,
surprise.
Surprise. This is the first time that I've talked about my book publicly. Of course, my inner circle knows. I've been told for years, you should write a book, you should write a book. And I'm sure that people hear that, but I got some stuff in this book, y'all. It is called Beyond Sweet, 12 Recipes for Turning Pain into Purpose. Really quickly, I've been trapped in literally 3 fires in my life. One at 3 weeks old. Firemen couldn't get me out. Nobody could get me out. They thought it was a lost cause. So I am the miracle baby from a statue downtown. Fireman holding the miracle baby in 1976. That's me. So I was the miracle baby, trapped in 3 fires. And this is just my story. And it's recipes to just keep going. So from
We need that.
yeah,
We need that.
yeah. So from me being trapped in the 3 fires to having a drug addicted mom, or finding out my mom was on drugs, to just life, stuff
Yeah.
that happens in life. So, and how to, just change your perspective and realize that life can be oh so sweet. So, beyond sweet, as a matter of fact. So,
Well, you are
get your book, get your
amazing.
copy.
Please, will you give me the link? Like, when is it
So,
available?
so I'll be launching it in the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
But
Okay.
like I said, this is the first time I've talked about it publicly. I haven't mentioned it. Nobody knows it's coming. Guess what? They do now.
Yes.
Exclusive here.
So I will link your Instagram so people can follow you,
Yes,
and then they'll
absolutely.
be able to see when the book will
It's
be
coming out.
released. So
Yep.
yeah.
So I'll do a nice big release, and I want everybody to come grab your copy. It's a really, really, really good read,
Yeah.
and it helps. It helps the inner person. So. Yeah.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. I love to read, so I cannot wait
So
to read,
good.
especially from you. So, all righty. Well, that's it. So, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm honored to be here.
I'm honored to have you, especially I'm the first person to know outside of your circle.
Absolutely.
Like, right on.
And thanks for naming your baby after me.
Oh yeah, I have Little Dallas, and she is Big Dallas.
I always say she named after me. So.
Yeah, and she be like, now if I say it to her, like when I was going out to Beyond Sweet, and she's like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "I'm going to Big Dallas restaurant." She's like, "Who?" And I'm like, I got to pull up the video from when you were on. Was it Delmore too? But you were further down.
The small.
Yes, when she did the birthday stuff there. No, I think it was graduation. So then she remembers, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, her, okay.
Yeah. So always remember that beauty still shines in the toughest and darkest of places. Until next time, bye.